Welcome to this online yoga class. My name is Natalie. I will lead you through a 45 minutes Vinyasa yoga class. Today we will focus on the full body. The class is suited for all levels from beginners to advanced. All my poses are suggestions. You can always change your pose according to your own needs or wants. Let's start. Come and sit on your mat or on a block or cushion. Relax your legs. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. Start to focus on your breath. Notice how you in and exhale. Make your breath a bit longer and deeper. In and out through your nose. Try to make every in and exhalation of equal length. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can practice now. If you're not familiar with it yet, focus on breathing in and out through your nose during the whole class. If you like to try Ujjayi breath, tighten the back of the throat a little bit, sucking in the air through your windpipe, creating a hissing sound. Controlling how much air goes in and out. This breath will warm up your body faster, and the sound is quite meditative. Now it's time to lift your pelvic floor muscles and pull in your lower abdominals, which are called your Mula and Uddiyana Bandha in yoga philosophy. It's a gentle squeeze of these muscles for about 30 out of 100%. Now it's time to set an intention. What would you like to focus on today? Then slowly open your eyes. If you're sitting on a block or cushion, take it to the side. And then on an inhale, lift your right arm, lengthen. And exhale, reach and stretch the side of your body. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch to the side. One more, inhale. And exhale. Other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keep your sitting bones on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And slowly come up again. Bring your right hand to your left knee. So on mirror image. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, rotate your upper body. Look over your left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath here. And we go to the other side. Opposite hand to knee. Lengthen. Keep your hips where they are. Only rotate the upper body from the navel upwards. Look over your shoulder. Take a deep breath here. And come forward. Interlace your fingers. Stretch your arms up. And then reach your hands forward. Stretch out into your fingertips. And slowly come back. Then interlace your fingers behind your back. Push your chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale. Release. Then we're gonna wake up the abdominals. So you can sit in two ways. If you want to protect your lower back, you can hold on to the knees like this. If you can also bring your arms like this. Gaze towards your toes, keep lifting your chest, and feel you have to tighten your core muscles to stay in this boat position. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Now cross your ankles, hands a little bit in front of the hips. Push out from the floor, tighten your core again, and slowly come on all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, fingers widely spread, and middle fingers pointing forward. Inhale, bring your chest, open it forward, tailbone up. Exhale, push your spine up towards the ceiling. And again, inhale, keep moving during your whole inhalation. And exhale, push out your spine. And again, inhale. And exhale. Then come to a neutral spine and wag your tails if you're a dog to release tension in the lower back and the hips. From here, bring your big toes together, hips to heels. Stretch out like you're in child's pose. If you can, bring your forehead on the floor. Gently roll it from side to side. Focus on your breath. Nice, long, deep breaths. Feel your ribcage expanding on your inhalation. And coming back to center on your exhalation. And then from here, come back up on all fours and prepare for downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, hips to heels, push away from the floor through your hands, from the base of your index finger and thumb. You can keep your knees bent. It's more important to first stretch out your arms and your spine, sitting bones up in the sky. And one by one, bringing the heel down, stretching out the back of your legs. Keep focusing on your breath as well, breathing in and out through the nose. And then slowly walk your feet forward. Inhale, up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. 2 more times. Inhale, push the feet down, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, bend and the knees and fold. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Now press the feet down in the floor firmly. Slowly roll up. Bring your arms up with you. And exhale, bring your arms down. Sun salutation. Here we go. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, jump or step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Choose your option. Lie down for cobra or push up into upward dog. And exhale. Use your core strength and push through your hands to come into downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 1, hands shoulder width apart, feet hip distance apart. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, pressing the feet down, stretching out your arms. And exhale, bringing the arms down. We do this again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5 breaths. 1. Keep bringing your chest towards your toes. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Look towards your hands. Jump or step the feet forward. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Now, step your feet wide. If your arms are horizontally like this, your wrists should be above the ankles. That should be a good wide stance for your body. Let's start with the hands on the waist. And then inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, slowly bow forward. Make sure the elbows don't hang down. Keep them up. And also make sure the weight is both on the front and the back of the feet. Now inhale, let's bend the knees so your back becomes really straight. You can look up and exhale, straighten the legs 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press the feet down in the mat. Tighten your Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. Slowly come up. And release your arms, exhale. Let's do 2 shoulder rolls. Nice and big shoulder rolls. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, roll them down. Then see if you can interlace your fingers behind your back. If you can't, you can also grab your elbows. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bow forward. And keep your arms nice and long if you have your fingers interlaced. Don't push it. Let gravity bring your arms a little bit away from your back over time. So breathe into the stretches where you feel it. Could be in your upper back, in the back of your legs. Also check if your weight is not only on the heels, but also on the balls of your feet. And your knees are not overstretched. Tiny bend in the knee. 2 more deep breaths here. 1. 2. And press your feet in the floor. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. Pull in the lower abdominals. Slowly come up. Exhale, shoulder roll, release the tension in the shoulders. 1 more. And step your feet together in front of the mat. Step your left foot back. I'll do it the other way so we can see each other. So your right leg is in front, The toes pointing to the short side of the mat. And the back foot, the side of the foot can be parallel to the short side of the mat. It can also be a little bit in the diagonal. So your hips open towards the long side of the mat. Arms horizontally. And from here, we're going to do the following flow. The chest is going to move forward and up on the inhalation. And on your exhalation, back in warrior B. And then inhale, stretch the side of your body. And exhale, upper body up. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to move to the other side. So right toes come in, left toes out. And notice that your legs are strong as if you're ripping your mat apart and they don't move. It's only the upper body that moves. Here we go again. Inhale, chest forward and up. And exhale, warrior B. Inhale, stretch out from your foot all the way into your toes, fingers. And exhale, warrior B. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now from here, let's bring the legs a little bit closer. Let's say 1 meter distance. Then the right toes go out. We're going to do triangle pose. This is my left hip. I'm going to push it to the left. And I'm going to reach through my right fingers and land my hand somewhere on my shin or ankle, or if you can, on the floor, on the outside of the right foot. You can also use a block or a thick book to do that. This is also fine. Now open the hips, so stack the hips on top of each other, stack your shoulders on top of each other, and let's make a big circle with the top arm. So the chest goes down towards the floor here, and then in the top part of the circle, the chest opens up to the side and up to the ceiling. And again, also notice how the shoulder opens up. Nice gentle way for opening up the chest and shoulder. Last circle here. And reach one more time. Long line of your arms. Press your feet in the mat. Tighten your core muscles and slowly come up. Other side. Right toes in, left toes out. You reach over your leg. So make sure your upper body is not like this, but it's over your left leg. I'll show it with a block. If you want to use your hand on the block, something like this, can be higher. Stack your hips on top of each other, your shoulders, and let's make big circles with your top arm. Notice how your upper body rotates with making this circle. Chest to the floor and chest to the ceiling. And again, exhale and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reach one more time, a long, long line of your arms. Press the feet down, tighten your core, and slowly come up. And let's step the feet together here in the middle of the mat. I'll be your mirror image for the next standing pose, which is Vinyasa, tree pose. Your right knee is gonna come up and to the side, and you're gonna place your foot on the inside of the leg, anywhere where you want. You can even bring your toes on the floor, like this. If it's against the knee, don't press. Only if the foot can be above the knee, you can press the standing leg and the foot equally towards each other. I've got a slippery legging on today. So let me show it like this today. Shoulders down, stand up tall, 3 more breaths. 1, if you like, you can even bring your arms up like this or like this. 2, and 3. Bring your hands down, knee to the front, and place the foot down. Other side, knee comes up, knee comes to the side, and place the foot on the inside of the standing leg. Shoulders down. If you want to bring your arms up, you can also keep them in front of your heart. You can open them, you can close them. 1, so both press the foot down in the floor and lengthen upwards through your crown. 2, and 3. Place your hands back in front of your heart, knee comes forward, and foot goes on the floor. Now we're going to step back in front of the mat to do a Vinyasa. Inhale, bring your arms up, lengthen, and exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, jump or step the feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Choose if you want to do Cobra or Upward Dog. And exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Now you're gonna jump the feet behind your hands. We're gonna prepare for Balasana. And what we are gonna do is a few options. So the first option would be to come on the balls of your feet and try and bring your knees in your armpits like this. The next step would be to slowly lean forward and notice how your fingers are gonna grab the floor like this. You should never drop the hips like I'm doing now, because then you're never gonna make it into this pose. The hips have to be high. You have to find some grip in your armpits. In the beginning, you can actually bend your elbows a little bit and just land on your upper arms. Got a very slippery legging today, so that's easier for me. Let me try in the final way in your armpits. Yep, that's also possible. That's option 3. So let's do it together for 3 more breaths in your own level. So first level is just standing here on the balls of your foot, bringing the knees towards your armpits or one of the other levels. 1, 2, and 3. Jump or step the feet back and slowly come lie down on your belly. Well done. Now bring your arms beside you. Feel the floor supporting your body. And then push your pubic bone down, tighten your legs, knees come off the floor, toes are still on the floor pointing away from you. And on the inhalation, only lift your chest, looking down to the floor, so you have a long extended neck, no wrinkles in your neck. And you do this lifting from the muscles in your back, because you're not even using your arms now. Then exhale, come down. Now let's see if you can do it with your fingers interlaced behind your back or grabbing your elbows. If that's not possible for you today, then just come back into the previous pose. Here we go. Press your pubic bone down, tighten the legs, knees come off the floor, point your toes away from you. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Come and lie down, rest on your other cheek. And then let's try it with our hands on the floor. But don't use the strength from your arms to push yourself up. You can even do it on your fingertips. So you're telling yourself not to use your hands. So inhale now. Again, push your pubic bone down in the floor. Straighten the legs away from you and come up, not using so much the pushing motion from your arms, but really lifting through the tightening of the pec muscles. One more breath and exhale. Rest out on your other cheek. Roll the hips from left to right, massaging your lower back. And then from here, gently come into your child's pose. Big toes touching, hips to heels, forehead towards the floor. And come back to your breath. Nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And slowly come and sit for the next poses. I'm going to start with Janusirasana, Hatini pose. You're going to start with your right leg. So bring the right knee towards you and then bring it to the side. You could place the leg on a cushion or a yoga block. Just make sure that the knee is totally tension free. Sometimes it helps to bring the leg a little bit forward or to the side. Then make sure you're sitting up straight. Both sitting bones are on the floor. Flex your left foot. And then you can choose. If you're more like this, you can try and push yourself up straight like this. If you don't need help from your hands behind you, you could choose to slide your hands forward like I'm doing, but really lengthen the spine. So don't be like this. Bring your chest towards your big toe. Keep lengthening your spine. If you can grab the back of your foot or your wrists behind it, or interlace your fingers any way that's possible for you. You can do so. This is also fine. Being up here, gently making your way forward, slowly over time. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Inhale, slowly come up. And then from here, the right foot is going to come on the floor, a little bit away from the left leg. And then we're going to rotate. We're going to twist our upper body. So the hips stay on the floor. It's only the upper body that rotates. You can wrap your arm around it, or if it's possible for you, bring your elbow on the outside of the leg. Hand palm like this, and then from a long spine, rotate and gaze over your right shoulder. Keep flexing the left foot. And if you're more advanced, you can wrap and grab around the leg. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, straighten the legs. We're going to do the other side. Left foot towards the chest. Gently rest the leg to the side. Flex the right foot. Either use your hands behind you, or if you can, bow forward. Hands on the floor or behind your foot, whatever is possible for you today. 3 more breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, left foot on the floor. So there's a hand distance between the foot and your leg. Choose your option, either hug your arm around the leg, elbow on the outside of knee, or if it's possible for you, wrap and grab behind. I'll show option 2 today. Rotate your upper body from a long spine and gaze over your left shoulder for 3 more breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, straighten the legs. Now cross the ankles. Bring your hands in front of the hips. Make yourself tiny. And then lift yourself off the floor. If you can do that, try it on your toes. Otherwise, with your feet on the floor. And exhale, come down. Now we're going to move towards Baddha Konasana, and then the one where the feet are not close to you but away from you. So you have kind of a diamond shape in your legs. Then you can slowly bend forward. If you already can reach your head on a block, you could use a block like this or on any other level to support your head. Maybe it's possible like this with your elbows on the floor. And if you can't reach that yet, it's fine to be up here. But find a way to relax your legs, your shoulders, your back, your neck as much as possible. Feel the opening in the hips, in your thighs and in your back. And then breathe into it for 3 more breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, straighten your legs. We are now going to continue into what's called the frog pose. It's another hip opener. You're going to open the knees to the side in line with the hips. So I'm going to place my hands on the floor and try to slide my knees out. If you can come on your underarms. If you're getting closer, you might even bring your chest on the floor. If it's too intense for you, you can bring your hips a little bit back so it's easier. But the ideal position is the hips in line with the knees. Now, I forgot to tell you, the feet are like a frog, so the toes are pointing to the side. We're going to stay here, so wherever you are in the pose, for 3 more breaths. 1. So release all the tension in your thighs and your hips. 2. Especially on the exhalation. And 3. To come out of this pose, first try and come on your elbows, then point your toes towards each other. Bring the hips to the heels. Come up a bit further, and maybe help to gently bring the knees together, as this is quite an intense pose. The next pose is called pigeon. Now we're going to stretch the back of the hip instead of the inside the front. So the right knee is going to come behind your right wrist. You're going to close the knee, and then you're going to wiggle that foot forward so there's room for your left hip as well. Make sure the hips are leveled out so you're not like leaning on your side like a cat chilling in the window. But the hips are squared. Sometimes you need a block or like a thick book underneath that hip so they're nice and leveled. Then if you can come on your elbows or you can come further. If you're more advanced, try and move your right foot more up. So your right shin becomes parallel with the short side of the mat. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. And we're mainly stretching the IT band, which runs from your hip, so over the side towards the knee. So if you feel it anywhere there, that's perfect. But you can always feel the stretch in other sides of your body as well. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Slowly come up. And we're going to move to the other side. From all fours, bring the left knee towards your left wrist. Close the knee. Wiggle your foot forward. And come into your pose, your pigeon pose. Make sure the hips are on the same height. So maybe you have to use a block or a book underneath the left hip to keep them squared. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Come up on all fours. Straighten out both legs one by one. Feel what you need at this point in time. And then come and sit and make yourself nice and round like this. So not a straight back, but now like a nice round back. Hold on to your knees. And then see if you can roll backwards and forwards. If it hurts on your vertebrae, maybe they're protruding a lot in your spine, then you can roll from one side to the other side. So not on your spine, but on the sides. I'm trying to show you. Otherwise in the middle. This is massaging your back. And then come and lie down for shoulder stand. So in yoga philosophy, if you're on your period, you don't have to do inversions, as it can make your cycle irregular. Then you can choose for this pose, where the soles of the feet are together and you have a nice hip opener and you're lying down. Otherwise, if you can do an inversion, and also if it's possible for you, the next pose. If you've never done it before, just take a look. You're going to bring your hands in your lower back, your knees to your eyebrows, and then over time you can practice straightening the legs up, flexing the toes, bringing the hips above the shoulders. That's your goal. And then making sure you look up and your neck is free from the ground. So you're only supporting yourself on your shoulders and the back of your head and your upper arms. 3 more breaths. 1. Let the body take over the breath. You don't have to focus so much on long and deep breaths anymore. 2. And 3. Now gently roll down. Now we all come with the soles of the feet together, arms besides you. Press your elbows in the floor. Lift your chest and roll over your head towards your nose. And we stay here for 3 more breaths. So your hips are on the floor, your head, only the chest is up. 1, 2, and 3. Elbows in the floor, chin to chest. And slowly lie down. Let's now straighten our body out. So long legs, long arms. Make yourself nice and long. And then bring your arms to the side. Bring your knees to chest. And roll your legs to the right. Left shoulder comes off the floor. Breathe into it. Doesn't have to come all the way down. But let it be relaxed. Notice the rotation in your lower back and breathe into all the muscles and tissues on either side of your spine. And then slowly to the other side. Knees up and knees to the side. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Knees back up. Bring your nose to knees. And then stretch yourself out for the last pose, the deep relaxation Shafasana. There's a couple of ways you can do this. If you don't feel comfortable lying down, you can do it sitting up. If you don't feel comfortable with closing your eyes, you could keep them open, pick a point and stare into the distance towards that point. And otherwise, if it's possible, you can close your eyes now. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart or even a little bit wider. The knees and the toes rolling to the side. So your hips are lying down broad, wide, and relaxed. Then lift your chest a little bit. Bring the shoulder blades closer together and lie down on your shoulder blades. Make sure your hand palms are facing up. And then roll the head from one side to the other. Back to center, chin to chest. And head back down on the floor. Let your body relax more and more. And let the body take over the breath. You don't have to focus on that anymore. Then focus on your head, your face. Relax your tongue in the back of your throat. Relax your lips. Relax your nose and nostrils. Relax your cheeks and ears. Relax your eyes and eyelids. Relax your forehead. And relax all the skin on your head. Now your whole body is relaxed. You can relax your mind. Become an observer. So instead of doing, just be. And notice how the air goes in and out of your body. Notice these sensations, the changes in your body. Keep observing them for the next minute, and then my voice will return. This journey has always been about reaching your own other shore, no matter what it is, and that dream continues. This is a quote of Diana Niat. Long-distance swimmer Diana Niat was the first person confirmed to have swum from Cuba to Florida, 110 miles. Without a shark cage, she was 64 years old. You're here. Your biggest, fattest, hairiest goal is over there. That's your other shore. How will you get from here to there? With mindfulness and intention. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you actually get from here to there, unless your goal continues to steer your soul. If your passion fades or you begin to feel more compelled by a different aim, by all means, change course. Then you'll have a new shore to reach. Now think to yourself, I can get to my other shore with mindfulness and intention. Slowly bring your attention back to the room where you are. Become aware of your body. Move your fingers and toes. If you like to lie down a bit longer, please do. Otherwise, you can pretend you're waking up and stretching out your arms and your legs. Bring your knees towards your chest. Roll on your side. Take a moment and then slowly come up to sit so we can end the class together with a bow. So come to sit, hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes one more time and think of the story about having a goal and then most importantly, moving mindfully towards that goal with intention. And then slowly bow forward. And slowly come up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you again next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.